guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had a lovely festive period. Yeah, I decided to take a couple weeks off before coming back, just to really sort of embrace the holidays before returning to this new normal that we're all living in. And I thought, what better to make than banana bread? I know we're all probably sick of banana bread, but I really enjoyed this recipe, so I thought it was something quite nice that I thought I would share. So I've just lined my baking tin with some grease-proof paper, and I have preheated my oven to around 175 degrees Celsius. So you want to add 115 grams of unsalted softened butter and 150 grams of light brown sugar to a bowl, and you want to beat them on a high speed just so they are completely beaten together. I'm then mashing together 4 ripe bananas. 2 of them were very ripe and 2 of them weren't particularly ripe. Basically, the riper they are, the sort of mushier they are, the better consistency they are to help make the bread. So the riper they are, the better, but if you have a combination of 2, it will still work out just fine. And I am then taking 2 eggs that are at room temperature, and I'm going to crack the eggs into the mixture while the mixer is on a high speed, and I'm going to do that one at a time. Now I added the Greek yogurt to my bananas just because it was easier in terms of mess, and they both are combined with the mixture at the same time, but you want to add 75 grams of Greek yogurt, and you want to add that to your main mixture. Make sure you've scraped the sides of your bowl so that everything's getting combined together. And I also there added 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. So then you want to measure out your dry ingredients that you're going to mix your wet ingredients into. You're going to want to measure out 250 grams of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And you just want to make sure that's all sieved together. It's really important actually to sieve, especially when you're using baking powder or bicarbonate of soda, because if they stay into clumps, then that's going to be really difficult to get out. And what you couldn't see there was I was actually combining my 150 grams of raspberries in 1 tablespoon of plain flour, just so that they're coated, so that they're not going to sink when we put them in the banana bread mixture. Here I'm just cutting my chocolate into cubes. Some I've left in bigger chunks than others, and some I've cut down really small, but overall I'm using 135 grams of dark chocolate. Well, that's what I'm supposed to be using, but I'm actually using a combination of milk and dark, as you can see there. Then, setting your fillings aside, you want to combine your wet mixture to your dry mixture and just fold it gently together. You don't want to overmix this, so once it's looking like it's starting to come together, you want to add your chocolate chips and your raspberries. and then that is all ready to go. So you want to pour your mixture into your tin, make sure it's all completely spread out. And then you want to pop that into the oven for 30 minutes. So once 30 minutes is up, you want to take your loaf out of the oven and you want to place tin foil onto the top. Now I'll use a tea towel to just clamp the kitchen foil around the edges. And then you want to put it back into the oven at the same temperature for another 35 minutes. So that's how long it took for a skewer to come out clean. And now I didn't actually get a video of the actual end product, but here is a picture of how it turned out. But this turned out really well. So I'll link the recipe that I used in the description, and I'll put any sort of tips and tricks that I found that helped me along the way. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all again next week.